to business as usual with NLR Philan topping the table with 5 minutes to go.
5 minutes to go. So sorry about that, guys. We had a bit of technical problems there. So, and most of the grid there set on mediums. You got Ruben there and Kelvin there on the softs, but everyone else is on mediums. So 104 flat. It's a good time on a medium there, since he did a 103.9 on softs.
If you can post in the Discord for the person to refresh the homepage, the CDR, and join the C1 stream again, because it actually stopped the stream.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing now.
We have Scotty on a hot lap.
So, right. So let's repost it back up. Chloe put up a party popper thing. Right, Josh just messaged me saying, "Are you back in?" Yeah, we are. Right, okay. So, and we're back on it. So, bear in mind, NLR, he set a 103.9 on softs last session. He's done a 104 flat on mediums. So
yeah, that's
we can see the
Q3 is going to be speedy.
yeah, the low 103s, I think, if not the very high, a 102.9 possibly, 102.8.
Yeah, we have CDR Hamster, the first casualty with the DNF, terminal damage. So it looks like the lap in which he DNF'd, he invalidated. So he probably was pushing super hard.
Yeah, so well, you sat there in 12th. That's not a bad. We've got Wezzo now on an outlap, so let's flick down to him. So he's the only one not set a time yet, so we've got to watch out for him.
Okay, so he's about to start his.
But again, there, look, the top 12 there are within a second of each other.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see if
it's very close. I mean, I know a lot of people say, yeah, if someone's doing a 104 flat, someone's doing a 104.8 over like a whole race, they're going to be. Oh, someone stops there as well. You don't want to be stopping on the track, really, rather than moving out the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
that's by Wesu.
Over the whole race, I can understand people saying, yeah, but if someone's doing like 8/10 faster over a whole race, but it doesn't work out like that, because by the time you've got other things in factor, like other cars in front of them, DRS and the cars behind them, you know, it makes up the difference.
Yeah, it definitely does. And we have basically there are only 2 drivers right now who would have set their fastest laps on the softs. So I think everybody was playing the waiting game. But quite a few of them have the softs set now, as they can see.
Yeah, they got it set. The only one that's came out, no.
Yeah. They haven't. Yeah, so they only
come out. Why has he come out on the softs? He's got a perfect time there for the mediums. I don't understand.
Yeah, there are only 5 people on laps on the softs now.
So Wezzo chucks it straight up there, so he's in 9th. So you got Wezzo on the softs in 9th. You got Ruben in 10th. Ruben's now on an outlap.
Yep, we got Noodles just under the pits.
It makes no sense. Like those top 4, I would say safe. I don't understand why Stig is out, unless they prefer to start on the soft. So,
It could be a precautionary measure. Sometimes you don't know when the guys put on the softs if they're just going to start to jump ahead of you. So you kind of put on the softs and go out just in case you gotta put in another hot lap. Or he could have changed his strategy and decide, you know what, I actually want to start on the softs.
yeah.
And I just want to go and give one lap on the softs because they at least know they have a fast lap in on the mediums. So number of reasons, but I guess we won't know unless he says.
So let's talk safety car then, because I think turn two is more likely to bring out a safety car here than turn one.
Yes. Well,
It's
yes.
it's far
Yes.
tighter and it's after that long straight. Oh, Stig, he's span it and crashed.
So he's DNF'd.
No,
Let's see.
he's just lost part of his wing. I was riding the
Oh,
board,
and
and
he's right by the
yeah,
pits as well. Oh.
that was the second to last corner as well. There's some weird space. There's weird space to spin that. I would not expect that. So we're on board with Kelvin. So he's currently set in seventh at the moment. Delgi.
All right,
There we
Ruben
go. We
is
learned
out.
that. So these guys out now. Yeah, so Wezzo's in, everyone else is out of quali. So you got Ruben out, Noodles out, Matey Boy out, Josh is out, and Ozzy Bozzo is out in 15th.
Awesome. Oh, so Philan's just responded to confirm that he was just on source of the precaution. Yeah, which makes sense because you can assume that your time is safe, but you never know how much time people are going to get when they then decide to come on these offs. And you could find
NOL just
yourself
put a message
easily,
in.
yeah.
He just put, just precaution, boys. Well, I thought, I did think to myself at NIL, thinking, well, no one set that time apart from you on softs in the first round. On your mediums, you're not going to be out of the top 10.
Yeah, one, you never know. You never know. Because the thing is too that I always try to be mindful of is that the drivers aren't esports drivers. So someone may literally be able to find 5 tenths in their next lap because they made so many mistakes in the previous lap.
Yeah.
Or their exit of one corner was so bad that they lost hundreds of tenths because as we're not esports drivers, the harder we try to drive, the more we're prone to mistakes. So esports drivers can drive close to their maximum and still have very little room for making errors. Well, for me, if I drive even 75%, I could make mistakes.
Yeah. So we got Kelvin there, has used a medium and 2 sets of softs. That is bizarre to use in second quali.
That is very bizarre.
Because surely that means
The
he's
only
got
thing that
no.
made sense would have been if he went out on his if he had an extra tire from Q1 and he used either that tire or his Q2 tire, and then realized that, oh shoot, I haven't used my Q3 tire, um, and actually no, actually that doesn't make sense.
I'll let you finish that and then work out yourself if it makes sense.
Yeah, I was thinking Q3 because the Q3 tire, the softer Q3 that you get the extra soft if you don't use it, it actually is returned. So for Q3, that's generally the first tire I use,
Yeah.
so that But yeah, that was Q2, so that doesn't make sense. But Q3 we have Delgi 93, THS MDG. I gotta find an abbreviation for that name. Thanks, my dog. I don't know.
Ooh.
But we also have Call Me Our Kid, The Stig 2198, NLR Phelan, Stadio Mano, Scotty, DRS. Well, we call him Wesu, SFR Calvin Racing, and Grimjaw. Those are the guys, the lucky 10. Well, not the lucky. You guys did it on merit, so those are the 10 that are facing off in Q3.
Can you send Stig? Have you? Oh, I suppose you haven't got the Stig there on PSN, have you? I think he needs another invite.
No, I don't have his PSN.
No, I don't either actually. No, I don't.
If he sends, if he's listening, he could either send myself or you a friend request, and we can add him quickly and send the invite. Okay, so Calvin Racing is saying that he had an extra set of softs and he wasn't sure if he was safe.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see who we have on their hot lap.
Right, so...
First in line is NLR Phelan.
Yep, I'm riding on board with him now. Oh, let's get my data up. So I was just watching Delgi there. He came out the pit and he hit the wall. So I just sat on board with him because I'm wondering if he had had wing damage, had to go back in the pits, and he did. He went straight back in the pits.
Oh, jeez.
So that is a bad mistake then. He must have hit triangle to come off of the pit limiter.
Yeah, this one could be quick.
Span.
Yep.
A 1
this one was quick by NRF. Yeah.
So that's a nice little banker lap, I'm assuming. But Sebastian we've seen so far. Call me our kid there with 1041. Scott Avery with 1047.
And we have Sadio Mano coming through. And he goes P3, 1041.
Yeah. Who's next coming in? It must be Kelvin.
The Stig. Well, he's on his old lap, so the Stig is now starting his lap. As well as Grinjaw, who's also starting his lap.
So. Right. So riding on board now with Kelvin.
Delan improves on his time.
NRL goes in faster than 1036.
Yep.
He's getting close. We've got 14 viewers now. Not many comments, guys. If you could kindly start bagging in some comments, that'd be fantastic. Because the more comments you get, the more popular the stream gets. So it will be good for the league and the stream. It'll be fantastic. And be interesting to know who's watching, who you're supporting, and who your predictions are.
Yeah, and what was the weather like? I don't think I assume it's dry.
Sure.
But if anyone can confirm that, that would be great.
Yeah, so if anyone could tell us the race weather, that'd be fantastic, please.
Yeah, because you know wet weather always makes things interesting, separates the boys from the men.
Well, here is notorious for raining.
I've actually, I can't say I've ever done a wet race. Actually, no, I've done one wet race in Austria. Not many.
So Kelvin's back in the pit. So I sat on too long. So Delgi, we got going around there. Mercedes looking good. So he's not set a time yet. So at the moment we have 6 times set, all within just over a second and a half of each other. Dry races.
Yeah, DX MDG is on 3 lap all softs, and yeah, the
1048. So it's not going to get him. So THX now.
Yep. Good.
MDG, that's what we call him, MDG. So here we come around here. This is where I like to spin it all the time. It's on purple second sector, sorry. But is that still glitching the game? These purple second sectors? It used to be in 2020, didn't it? 16 now. Welcome aboard.
Might be a good time. Yeah.
Seconds at 103.8. What a time that was out of the blue.
He's on 4 lap old soft.
4 lap old soft as well.
Yeah.
So that's interesting because we now know that on the older tyres he's faster than new tyres. There you go. Some big snaps
Yeah,
there.
so that goes back to the point I was talking about earlier in terms of the difference between esports drivers and us, regardless of how fast we are, who do it for fun. That would never happen in esports where someone on 4 lap old tires
No.
does a time because the competition is so stiff and so tight that any advantage, any tire advantage goes a long, long, long way.
See, and people forget as well, you can change your wing slightly as well. I think it's just your front wing.
Yeah,
So your front wing
John.
tyre pressures, you can set up for quali to be to get the fastest 1 lap time, and then you change it again ready for the race. As long as no one readies up, because I've done that. I've changed it all for quali. I did that in USA last year, and I got second, if you remember. That was my best quali
Yeah,
ever, and I got second. And then someone readied up straight away, and because I'm hosting, it takes you time to get into it. And I
yeah,
didn't
definitely.
manage to change it back to my race setup properly, which really
Yeah.
annoyed me. And I mean, I did hold out there for quite a while, but
And you can also change it during the race as well when you pit. So for instance, if I have minor wing damage, by need to pit, what it would do, I would increase my wing angle by 1 to give
yeah.
a tad bit more downforce, and just tell the pit crew no, do not change my wing, because that extra couple seconds with the wing change, sometimes given the situation that you're in, could be the difference between you getting a few positions or losing them.
So we're on with NIL now. It's a bit waving. I'm guessing he's warming up his tyres.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
he
know
says.
why the warning decides to go over the time for the session. I'm pretty sure there's a better place they could put that, like in the top middle where there's nothing.
Yeah. So we got from second till ninth there. Stig's still not set a time. Stig's on that outlap now, so hopefully he'll come around to set a time. But at the moment he's a bit. I didn't particularly to win this, but I don't know this NOL. It's oh, and as he invalidates, he took. I thought that when he cut that corner, because you can cut that corner slightly. I don't know if you use that curb on the way in into turn three.
um, Turn 3.
Yeah, you got the DOS there. You come down on the hill, then don't you? Under the thing into
Oh
the braking
yes. Well, I
zone.
don't cut it intentionally. If I run wide, they would just do a little lift to not invalidate.
But you
And
can cut it on the
okay.
right hand side going into the corner, can't you? You ride a bit of that curb.
Oh, I'm not sure. I don't do that, so I don't know.
So let's have a look. So right.
We got Scotty, who just started a hot lap, trying to move up from six. He's currently on a 104.2, and
Okay, here we
he's
go.
going through sector one now,
Yeah.
approaching
So this is
turn three.
turn 2 here. And then, so this next one that I'm on about, so you on the rundown here, look. So you come down here,
Oh,
and oh, maintenance is in the way there. And you hit your braking
yes.
zone, you come across to the left, and then you take that curve there. Do you take that curve on the right?
Oh, yeah, yeah, I definitely
Yeah.
do. Saves a lot of time. Definitely a lot of time.
Apparently, NOL, he drives for a esports team, which is not top level, like second, third tier. So that would explain why he's got some pace there, to be fair.
Yeah,
Because
definitely. I mean, he set a blistering time on those mediums.
he did, and like
His medium time was just 3 times.
so I changed my prediction from Stig to NLR. Sorry, I do apologise, Stig, but I'm going for the win today with NLR. as Sticks goes there and sets it in fourth place.
Oh, everybody's out except one person.
So NLR, Stig, and then Mano. That's what I reckon it's going to be.
Yeah, and LR is going to try to start a hot lap now with the last few seconds, and he's going to make it. So basically, everybody's on a hot lap except Call Me Arcade in the pit. So everybody's trying to get that last edge. The first to go is Scotty,
As
and he
MDG
sips.
invalidators. So Scotty doesn't improve. So who's after Scotty?
After Scotty, let's see, we have, I think that's a Red Bull. That's DRS Wesu. And looks invalidated as well, I'm not sure.
Yeah, Wizards invalidated, so that's it for him.
Where do you actually see the invalidation?
The track goes red.
Ah,
So you
makes
got
sense.
Boomjaw, he's invalidated as well. So it's between the Stig, MDG's out by looks of things.
And Grimshaw.
So
Oh no, Grimshaw's going into the pits. He's abandoned.
Stig's invalidated as well. And so is NLR. So everyone out has invalidated, apart from Stig who hasn't invalidated, but he's going too slow, so they're all going to pile into pits now. So as you see it is how it goes. And they're all piling into pits instead of going over the line, which means we've got to wait for them to drag into the pits now.
Or they may just go to the finish line. But yeah, so we have an LR Feline on pole. He's showing that he said it's a second or third tier esports team, but he's showing that pace with a 103.6 on pole. Then we have Sadio Mane in second, Stacks MDG 3, the Stig 4th, Grimjaw starting 5th, Scotty starting 6th, Call Me Arcade 7th, and SRFR Calvin Racing. And to lock out the final row, the top 10 is Doggy and Wetzel.
So, hard styles, just put Ozzo, remember your training, become the car, and don't forget to steer. So, yeah.
That's very important. Very important lesson.
So that's the end of qualifying.
Yes. Austria. Some people love it, some people hate it. So we'll see how the love-hate relationship with
so
some of these
first
drivers
car
go
I
today.
reckon turn 2.
I won't put my mouth on it. I will just see how things go. I hope it isn't Russia. But yeah, so Austria, it's a 4,300 kilometer per lap track. As you know, F1 essentially doesn't matter the length of the track. The laps are calculated based on driving. I think it's 300. Is it kilometers or miles? One of the two. I think it's kilometers. 300 kilometers, and that's what determines the lap. So because Austria is such a short track, that forces us to go around it 36 times for a 50% race, and then 71 times for the 100% real F1. 10 corners, 3 ridiculous DRS zones, which cause DRS trails, which we hate. Yes, yeah, you definitely don't want to be person in front of it or behind of it.
What was the last race we done?
Russia.
It was Russia, yeah. I got caught in... I was catching... I think it was yourself and a few others, and you was all in a DRS train. So I couldn't actually quite catch you all until that broke.
Yeah, the thing about the train... Oh well, so formation lap already, no waste time. Let's see.
So, sometimes everyone is picked from the lower positions.
Okay, so quite a few people are mediums.
Yeah, so nearly. So we only got Kelvin, Delgi, Wizzo, Ruben, and Charlie on the softs. Now,
yeah, so that's going to make strategies pretty interesting. Some people may
will always benefit the soft tire runners. When I say early, I mean like you'll probably get one at the start, but in lap 5, 6, 7, 8, if you get a safety car then, it's always good for the soft runners rather than the medium runners.
Yes, but the truth is, I think it isn't as terrible in Austria for the mere fact that most people will do a two-stop anyway. So, um, if you're on mediums and a safety car comes out, then generally it just means that you do medium soft or go on softs and then do mediums at the end. If you're on hards, if you start on hards, which no one has done, so smart move by everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think the impact of an early safety car is as harsh. Because let's say you have a safety car on lap 8, which is when a lot of soft persons would start to think about essentially pitting. Then a medium person may decide to drop in as well and then go soft and then run in mediums to the end, or go mediums and run those long and then go softs. So with so many people on mediums, I think it's going to be interesting whether they switch to softs or another set of mediums.
So they're lined up ready now. I'm going to sit on board with Grimjaw, because fourth place you can see people going to turn one together. So we're
Yeah.
1 light, 2 light, 3 lights, 4, 5, and it's racing and they're off. So
oh, Sadio Mano gets a good start. So there's Filan. Oh, he goes at the inside.
Oh,
and he's gone. And he's
Slight
gone.
little clip there. So Scotty gets Grimjaw to start there, and they're all bunched up behind. You got the two
that shouldn't be a safety
drivers
car.
going one either side of him. And in fact, is it Kelvin? He's managed to get both McLarens into that corner. He got Grimjaw into it, and then Scotty on the exit. And so as the Stig goes around, he managed to get past both of them as well. So
Yeah,
both
the biggest
Alpines and both McLarens switch places there.
Yeah, we have 4 beginners, which are Calvin Racing, the Stig, Jehu, and Red Dog. They've all gained about 5 places. Well, Hamster, he's already up to P8 from P16, so he's gained 6 places already.
6 places already for Jock. What a start he's had. So NOL
is already.
He's already a second gap.
A second,
he's already got the DS. He's gone. He's checked out.
He definitely doesn't want to be in front of that DRS.
The leader, but if you're checking out that quick, I'm watching the battles behind. So I'm sat on board still with Grim, because he's now trying to battle Scotty. It really close to teammates at the back end. Now this is the thing, so we've got the 2 McLarens together. We've got the 2 Alpines together. Really close actually. We've got Stig there.
Yeah, and we've got
right on the back.
We've got the 2 Aston Martins at the back as well,
2
together.
Aston Martins together. So
well, not anymore.
is going to be crucial here, and I hope they're in chat together so they actually talk to each other. Because that's the thing, you're not in chat with your teammate, you might as well not have a teammate.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Because you don't know, especially if you're on a zap like this, you're on exactly the same time, you're within a second of each other. You know, you need to be saying, right, hang a minute, I can go a bit faster, let me past you, but we'll do it somewhere safe.
Yeah, so the let's see, interval times, the DRS should start this lap.
Now going, so you've got
yeah.
both
Filan is out
on DRS. And
it's out of DRS.
And you haven't got MDG. Oh, the Stig's going down the outside, he's been pushed forward by his own teammate there. So, almost the Alpines are both on different tyres, sorry. So, Kelvin is actually on the soft tyres, but slower than the Stigs on the medium. Oh, they're gonna make contact.
Ooh, there are 3, the 2 Alpines and
your teammates. Give each other a little bit more respect than that. Come on.
It's really good driving though.
It is good driving. It is good driving. There's a bit of contact there. And one
well,
spins.
not anymore.
Kelvin spins. Was that a bit of contact then?
Most likely, but I'm not sure.
I mean, they're teammates. It's one of those things. You've got to be in communication with your teammate, man. But if they were talking to each other, they could have prevented that from happening.
Yeah,
It's
especially
a shame.
so early, so early on in the race. There was no need to. I mean, it looked good. It was nice driving initially, but I
So
guess
we've
they
got the
got.
Stig here, look, racing down the back of that
Yeah,
Haas. If you have this
yeah,
done, yeah, you had it done before the corner. But that
yeah,
Haas will have DRS back on him, surely.
yeah. The Stig already have
Yeah,
the 3-second penalty
the
for
Haas has got his
track
back window
track
open.
limits already.
Yeah, it's racing with his own teammate. See, the Stig should have, whoa, bit of contact there slightly, I think. With the Haas and the Stig, they're really battling. So those two are battling. I want to switch back to Scotty and Grimjaw because they're battling as well. But they've got so many cars behind them. They're holding up what 1, 2. Hamster's up in 6th now. Because Josh and Fry sat behind the two McLarens. But they're making a massive DRS train here, which is going to be. It's going to be
Yeah,
dragging
so
everyone behind these McLarens. Like
as it
once,
stands, this is Phelan's race to win.
eh?
Yeah,
He's doing well on that
2.3
Ferrari.
seconds.
So the Stig's just made a move. We've just seen that on the
Yeah, I did. I
thing.
saw it. Nice
But
move.
again, he's given the DRS back to the Haas, back to MDG. So he makes the move and then gives the DRS back, which then makes him make the move back. You need to play it right. Get in the DRS, take the 2 DRSs, and then get him in the last one. But he managed to keep him behind. So he must have used all his EOS there. And we have a fastest lap of 1:06.6 from Mano.
Savio Mano, who's at the back.
So
Let's see what
again,
his tires are looking like.
what Scotty and Grim really close together teammates. We saw this with Alpine, really risky thing here. These are both on the same tyres though, unlike the Alpine. So at this point, does Scotty leave him? Does Scotty let him go past, or does he keep it there?
Yeah, the Stig is putting the fastest lap, and we have Phelan is 2 seconds. If he actually maintains this gap, that would actually work out for him. If he increases it, he may end up, when he pits, end up in traffic. But if he maintains this gap, then he would end up between Sadio Mano and Matey Boy. Actually, no, he would end up behind Jay Hartle.
Look, you're 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4, 5, 6 cars now. So from 4th back to, I believe, Noodles is all in this one train behind Scotty. And there goes Josh making a move there on Grimjaw. No, he couldn't quite make that stick. We have a car off. Who is that?
I think it's Phelan.
NIL, what happened there?
Yeah, what he was probably pushing too hard. He just needed to maintain his lead.
What happened
Yeah,
there, son? Like, has he got wing damage? Has he come in the pits?
let's see. No, he stays out.
No, he's just dropped it. So that pretty much Stig's the leader. So Stig and MDG, and then we've got Scotty, Grimjaw, and then we've got Josh here, right on the back of Grimjaw again. Thing is, he's getting DRS from his teammate, so he's going to put him to the outside, maybe send him brake late. He's going around the outside, no, not quite there. Both get DRS again though, side by side going down the second straight now, into third straight, sorry, into turn 3. And Josh gets in front there, just a little bit in front. There we go, so that now releases Josh now.
The safety car, Sadio Mano.
Mano, what happened to you, mate?
Yeah, let's see if anybody decides to jump in the
new
pits.
wing, so I wonder if they came in collision, him and Mano. No, Mano's lost it just after the... Right, I'm on board with... Right, so is anyone going to pit? Lap 7. Are we going to see any soft tyres running in?
Let's see.
Stig comes in. Scotty on the mediums are pitted. Wezzo's pitted.
Yeah, I would like to see what happened with Phelan though. That was definitely his position to hold. Yeah, the lead. He was out of DRS. Oh, a lot of people jumping into the
A lot of
pits.
people jumped in the pits. So Ozzo Bozzo is up into 8th place here. So we've got a bit of safety car. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go on to penalties. So we have the Stig on 3, Call Me Our Kid on 3, Ruben on 3, Dowgie on 3, and Jay Hartsnell, sorry, on 3. So their penalties, stops. So from 12 down, they've all made a stop. Anyone above 12 hasn't. Position changes, here we go. So we've got the Stig up 8 places. We've got Josh there, CDR Hamster, up 11 places. Noodles up 6 places. You've got NIL down 6 places. You've got Ozabuzzer up 7 places. A fellow Tier 3 driver sat there on his debut in Tier 1, I'm assuming. So Red Dog up 10 places, Ruin up 10 places. Ruben is sat there on the same as it started. Then you've got Scotty down 7 places, Weather down 3 places, Jahu up 4, Dalgi down 7, and Kelvin is the worst one, down 9 places there.
Wow. Yeah,
Well,
definitely mixed
Mano's
up.
the worst one, he's out, and he went down 82 places. But so there we go. So that's quite weird.
So yeah, Mano, he actually had went to change the front wing as well, and Matey Boy as well changed the front wing. So basically, all of the persons that pitted, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 persons pitted, including Mano, who's DNF'd.
Yeah, NRL
And
has just gone in for softs now, so he's just pitted now. Which was a
it's
bit of a
really
silly
interesting.
pit. He should have pitted beforehand, like really, I think. But you know, that's what happens. Also,
Yeah.
so Hard
So
Style says Ozzo, this is Toto. Looks like Plan B at the moment. So Ozzo, if you're listening, Plan B, Plan B. Engine mode 2, please. Warm the tyres,
so
heat the brakes.
we have Jehu in the Williams, who would have gone from mediums and put on another set of mediums. Jay Hartnell also put on another set of mediums, and
CDR
so
is going to
did
whiff, I
Scotty.
think. So Josh,
So I
you've
think
just
they're
been
going to
tipped
go
to win.
sauce at the end.
Safety car is in this lap, so we are going to ride on with Josh here because there's always you get to see more action then. So yeah, the Stig has already started backing up. See, this is what I like to see. I like to see an early backup. I don't like these people that stick to the back of the safety car. The safety car comes in. I saw it in one of the races I've done the other day. Same track here, and he went past it as the safety car as it went through the pits. So he got disqualified straight away. Like, it didn't even go into the pits, it just entered the pits. So it's just when will the Stig go? Is he gonna, is watching it on his mini map, is he gone already? Is he gone? Yes, I think yes. He's gone to the front of these
Definitely
corners.
going already.
And exactly the same as how I would have done, because look at the gap he's pulled already. He's already pulled almost a second before his start finish line. That caught a few people sleeping there. You see there with Jewel behind. He's a second to 2 behind Josh because he was caught napping. No one expected him to go that quick, and that's exactly what I would have done. Back up to those last 2 corners and then booted it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so I guess the medium runners, who are top 8 on old mediums. Well, everybody in the top 10 are on old tires.
Yeah.
So I guess they're hoping
Ruben didn't
for
pit though. He's on 9-lap old
another
soft.
safety car.
I mean,
Yeah.
that makes no sense. Surely you should have pitted on that. If you're on soft, that was the time to pit.
Yeah.
Even if you pitted on the
Interesting.
mediums, from mediums, I would have gone from mediums to mediums rather than mediums to soft. Say there's softs when your car's light and fast, you know. So it's starting to set off at the front. At the moment, we have a second gap between all the cars at the front. And we've got Call Me Our Kid behind Grimjaw. So this is the next battle, is Call Me Our Kid, Noodles, and Ozzo there in 7th. Ruben is a whole second,
well
almost
done.
2 seconds behind Ozzo. So we're looking at 4, 5, and 6 at the moment. This is supposed to battle on the field, I believe. No, you've got NIL just about to. You've got 2 teammates again, have you? Yep. No, I know. One's Williams, sorry. And NIL has just squeezed Kelvin there off the pit, off the straight there. But Kelvin's not giving up. He's coming back at him. He needs to. See, that's the thing as well. You need to not get hot-headed under that helmet. As soon as someone pushes you off the track, just come back at them. You know, just keep it calm, keep it relaxed. So
we have the Stig. He's out of the DRS, 1.5 ahead of CHS MDG.
So Josh is just dipping in the DRS zone now. So yellow sector 1. Who is that? That is that's the Williams of no, it's the Alpine, sorry, of NOR again. He was fighting, and Kelvin's back there as well. Him and Kelvin were fighting each other, so I wonder if they made contact. You know.
Let's see. Phelan is in last position right now.
NOR is in the Williams, not Alpine. It's Kelvin and not Alpine. These two were fighting each other on the grid, and now they're right back there. So I believe they made contact. So Call Me Our Kid is on the back of Noodles. In fact, Call Me Our Kid's lost the place to Noodles. It was Call Me Our Kid behind Grimjaw. So Noodles has made up a place there. And is hunting down Grimjaw. As we just see Grimjaw go off the track. Literally, I just flicked off him and he goes off the track. So how much damage has he got? Whoa! Whoa! Oh my god! That was insane. You got Grimjaw off the track, trying to get back on track, and the Red Bull just smashed in right beside him. So safety car's back out now. So we'll see Ruben definitely jump in the pits surely. Oh, I'm so glad I was on board with that then. Seeing Wezo just literally just smash into the wall.
So that's his second safety car for the race.
What's happened to NIL? Has he crashed out? Has he all retired in pits?
Huh, interesting. Let me check and see what happened there. That's pretty interesting.
Let me flick on Discord because I don't want anyone clicking up on Discord.
Okay, so Phelan retired medium, soft, mediums. Yeah, so he retired. I assume he retired in the pits as is the proper way to do so. Yeah, Tom Cairns is confirming that he did retire in the pit. That he retired in the pit. So that's good.
Past the safety car. The safety car parks in the stupid places. It really is. So we have. So Josh has pitted. Stig has stayed out. So the top Ozzy Buzz is now in third, but they are on 13 lap old tyres. So Mad Dog or MDG, sorry. I want to call him Mad Dog. I don't know why. MDG, he's pitted for a new set of mediums, so he's going medium, soft. Where Josh has pitted for a new set of softs, so he's going medium, soft, and medium. So, but we've still got Stig, Noodles, and Ozzo Bozzo out there.
Oh, let's see. So who stands to benefit the most from this safety
Tom
car?
said, thanks Tom for that. Tom said that he retired in the pit. Ozzo, stop ignoring your boss. So Ozzo's been told to box for hard tyres from the hard style. I don't think Ozzo wants to box for hards. I think he's going to stretch his mediums a bit more. I mean, it's risky business. I mean, you're sat there, you're 14 laps, you're twice as many laps now as...
Yeah, nobody's boxing.
Behind you. So, I mean, the Stig's going to have the pace. I think Noodles and Ozzo are going to be sitting ducks for the ones behind.
Yeah, because right now there's basically the top three has yet to pit. Then we have most of the others who've done one stop, and then we have a few two stoppers who's
So we've
Matey
got
Boy in
2 cars
sixth,
on hards as
Jay
well.
Hartnell in 13th, and Calvin Racing in 14th.
And we've got Jay and Grim both on hard tyres, so they're going to the end. So let's see what they can do on this. Bark, bark, there's a dog in the paddock.
That's probably Lewis's dog Coco.
So
And he has another one, I can't remember his name.
Safety car in this lap? He's backing them up again. So here we go. Are we going to see another Stig restart? Is anyone going to learn from his restart with Paul, since it's different people sat behind him? Or is Stig going to get even better restart than before? Like he's back them
It says
off.
Vessel's left his session.
Yeah, Wezzo crashed.
Right.
So, and has he gone? It looks like he's gone again. So he's already pulled out 7/10 going down that last corner, 8/10. Crossing the line, he's 8/10 up in front. Like, what a start again, but Ozzo right there on the back. No, Scotty, sorry, on the back of Ozzo. So Ozzo's had a bit of a bad start there. You've got Scotty on the fresher tyre. Same tyre, but fresher. How much traction do you can get out of here?
Yeah, I think these guys on the hards, Jay Hartnell and Grimjaw, are actually gonna really hope that there's not another safety car till the end, because that's the only way they're really gonna benefit
It will. Unless
from
Scotty
being on the
goes past
hards.
Ozzo, that was always going to happen. Scotty's on far fresher tyres, so much better drive coming out the corners. We're getting a few penalties popping up, so let's pop back on the penalties. So we have Stig on 3, Dalgi in 5th, he's on 3. We've got Josh on 3, our kid on 3, Ozzy just got 3, so our kid's on 6. And then you got 3 for Ruben, 3 for Jay, and 3 for MDG. MDG, what happened to him? Did he pit or something? How did he get all the way back there? As we see Dalby going past Ozzo, so Ozzo's starting to struggle on the 16 lap of mediums, which I thought he would have, but Noodles and Ruben gets another 3-second penalty. MDG was right up there, he's lost a lot of things. Josh though is on another climb back through the pits. So we're watching Ozzo Bozzo at the moment. He's got Matey Boy and Josh behind him. He's absolutely swamped by all these cars. He should have pitted. He puts it right in the middle of both cars though. So you've got Josh trying to go around, you've got our kid trying to go around as well. Matey Boy, sorry. Matey Boy's had to back out there. Weren't going to go through wide in there. But Josh on the soft compared to the hard.
The medium guys at the top, trying to figure out what's their game plan, because they can't go for another set of mediums to take it to the end. So they definitely, most likely would have to stop twice again, unless they're really going to try to push those mediums as far as possible.
Yeah, I mean, Josh had Ozzy before going into the second to last corner, and it's just put Ozzy straight in Matey Boy and our kid right on the back of them. Like, they are, he's got nothing, he can't fight at all. Matey Boy's on 10 lap old 10 lap old softs, and even he's on the back of Ozzy, so Ozzy's really struggling there with his tyre temps. As we see Matey and Call Me Our Kid go side by side there. They're battling each other as well as battling Ozzo. It's quite good to see there. So we're sat on board with this fight there for 6th place. So you got Ozzo Bozzo with Call Me Our Kid right up behind him. As Matey Boy's done something, he span it. He's got to come in and pit surely. 10 lap old Scotty sets the fastest lap of the race. Are we seeing Mickey Boy coming to the pits? No, he keeps going. He's 10 lap old softs and keeps going right. So back to our kids. So our kids, oh the bottom is wide, our kid just sends it down the inside. Nice and easy move in the end. Pretty simple. As we go back on Josh, who is second 2 and 3 yellow flag red spinner. So is that Mad Dog in the hards? Yeah, it's
Delgi?
sorry, MDG.
It's like Delgi.
You span it again. But see, this is the thing as well, when people spin, they're not letting the tyres cool down and they're just going straight into the next corner just as fast. You need, if you spin, you need to get those, take those next 2 corners at half speed. Let those tyres cool down, because you can keep spinning.
Yeah, definitely. The tire attempts are definitely important in this game. Even in rushing that long straight into turn 2. If your tires cool down too much, you actually don't get enough braking power, so you go wide, especially after safety car restart.
Yeah.
So the tire attempts in this game super important.
As contact made there by Ruben and Kelvin. Kelvin again involved in the incident. I think that's like 4 or 5 that Kelvin's been involved. I'm not saying it's his fault or anything. I'm just saying it's like he just seems to be prone to people sending it on him at the moment. So as Noodles and Scotty switch places. Sorry, I did miss that. Scotty's quite far back though. I wonder if Scotty's made a mistake somewhere. Because now Josh is now racing up behind him. So Scotty just sent the fastest lap on 11 lap old mediums.
Oh wow, he's really stretching them. Okay, so Noodles seems to be going in the pits now.
So
he's finally going to pit. Yeah, let's see what he pits for. That'll be interesting. Because I don't think he's going to get soft to 17 laps, and he definitely can't pit for another set of mediums unless he's going to do a 2-stop.
He is going for softs.
So, really interesting.
Yeah, he's dropped so far back though. Dropped him straight back.
I think that's ruined his race.
14th place.
I think that call to stay out so long was definitely not the right call, because if he's pitted for softs, he would most likely have to pit again. So yeah, staying out probably wasn't the right call for those guys on the mediums. But we'll see. You never know. You never know.
Never know. So
maybe they have the master plan.
Sector 2 again, which is MDG. He is struggling on those hards. He really is. But you've got Grimjaw there on his hards up into 8th place. Look. So he's making his hards work where MDG just can't get them working. I mean, what would you do in MDG's place? 15th on hard to keep spinning. Drop into the pits, put a set of mediums on until the end. Hope for a safety car. You've got to. He's lost it again.
Nah, if I was him, I would just stick it out. Because if you pit now, you're full 50 seconds behind.
So we see the Scotty
yeah,
here.
almost.
First time that the Stig is under pressure. Scotty's ruled him in, so Stig is on 21 lap old tyres. So he is struggling out there compared to Scotty's 13 lap mediums. So Scotty's ruled him in and he is hounding the back of him now. So Scotty's
I think the Stig is is probably trying to do your recommendation at the start of the stream, medium soft.
Yeah.
Or soft to
and
mediums.
He's almost got it. I mean,
yeah, he's going into the pits. So let's see what he drops on.
So 13,
he definitely would not going to drop on hards.
13
so
laps, 13 laps on softs, that can work. So there he goes onto the softs. He's dropped back to 7th. Is he out the pitch yet? He's dropped back to 9th now behind Noodles. So Noodles pitted 1 lap earlier and has actually got the undercut on him. So the undercut works here, boys. So it's what can Scotty do now? I believe Scotty's gone medium, or has he gone soft medium?
Scotty, let me check.
Hamster's still there in second, up 12 places. I say that
Scotty
as
has gone. Yeah, Scotty has gone medium, so he definitely has to pit
so Scotty's
again.
got to pit again. So
Yeah.
I think Hamster had a bit of a wobbly moment there.
Yeah, and on 14 lap 1 mediums, there's not much of a gap that he can pull out from the guys behind.
Arkid and Hamster fighting each other at the moment. And then further down the pit, you've got Noodles, Jahar, the Stig, and Kelvin all racing each other. So Kelvin's making his way back up through again. He's got the pace,
Yeah.
he just can't stay out of trouble. So what with Noodles on the back of Jahar now. Noodles DRS, Jahar on the hards compared to Noodles softs, and this should be an easy move. Yeah, just slows it, dances around the outside.
Yeah, but I think we should still pay close attention to the hard runners like Grimjaw, who's currently in 5th position. So those hards can definitely make it to the end. I figured that those guys were betting that there'll be no more safety cars. So as the guys on the softer compound tires pit, they're going to get ahead, and the guys will catch up to them. But if there are not enough laps, the guys on the hard compounds could actually be in pretty good position, because Scotty, I am not sure he has to pit. I don't think he can get
so how long do you,
another 11 laps.
Up here, 20 seconds?
Yeah, about 20 seconds. So it's very short.
If Scotty's pit now, he would drop down to 9th place. It'd be 4 seconds behind Kelvin. As a Stig there sets a new fastest lap. So I'll put it on gap to leader at the moment. So Grimjaw has taken Ruben. He's gone for a move, and Ruben's gone back up on Grimjaw, and I'm missing this. There we go, right. Let's stop fighting. So Stig is just taking Noodles. Noodles got DRS, but Stig's so far down the road, like so quick, this guy. So both of these guys are hunting down on the softs, are hunting down Grimjaw on the hards. So Grimjaw is fighting Ruben at the moment.
Yeah, I'd say keep your eyes on Grimjaw for sure on those hard tires. The Stig is definitely pushing to put some pressure on him in the next few laps. But the guys ahead, most likely they have to pit again.
So our kid, did he go from soft or medium to say? Scotty's got to pit.
Let's see.
As
our
Hamster
kid
jumps into the pits. So Josh jumps into the pits now, he's dropping back down, he should slot back in behind Red Dog. As we see...
Our kid is on medium, so he did two medium tires.
There's Ruben and Grimjaw still fighting, but Grimjaw kept that place by going off the track. I wonder if that will be a report, we'll have to find out. As they're both there fighting into the third corner, and there's Ruben just slots it down the inside, comes around. Mate Boys left the session.
Yeah, Scotty and Call Me Arcade. Sorry, Scotty and Call Me Arcade. They definitely have to pit. Maybe this lap, because they both went on medium tires twice, so they have to change the compound.
Look at that, those three there going into second to last corner. You got the Stig that just made a move on Grimjaw. Sorry. These guys are battling now. So this is for second place at the moment. These guys, I believe, don't need to pit again. So you got Ruben chasing down Grimjaw, who makes a late move on the braking. Grimjaw, that was... Oh... Grimjaw makes a late move on the braking under Noodles. Noodles hits the back of Grimjaw, and then Grimjaw bounces off Noodles and hits the sides of Stig.
Wow.
That was a very naughty move there. You don't move under braking, especially when you hit two drivers. Mate, that's, yeah.
So Grimjaw holds on to fifth. We have Scotty who just pitted for the softs, and I think he did the right thing because you don't want to leave your pit for too long, and then you have too much to
No,
do
but
in
again
few
though,
laps.
Hamster pitted a lap before Scotty did, and has got the jump on him.
Yeah, and they're not that far behind the guys
So our
just
kid
ahead of
is,
them. So
so the Stig is back out in front. So he did spin from the front, and he's now back out in front. He made that move, didn't he? Well, not move. He was just by himself, and I'm wondering if he's got a bit of side pod damage now, though. Noodles just behind him on older tyres, but still keeping in touch. Where before the stick was put in front. So if he's got side pod damage, that could be slowing him down there. Oh, if you see a huddle of cars here, so you've got Kelvin, Grimjaw, Hamster, Call Me Our Kid, Scotty, literally all trying to get past each other here. What a battle this is. 5 cars here for one place. Here we go. So Hamster slotting his way through. He's now going up on the side of Kelvin, and as he made the move, yep, he's made the move, but he's going to give them all DRS coming down the next straight.
Call Me Arcade has to go in the pits because he spun in sector 3. So
man.
that's it for him for this race. Again, podium position.
So
I think he did the overcut though on Scotty, and it actually worked.
Did he?
Because I think he was ahead of Scotty before Scotty pitted.
Damn. So you got Scotty here and his teammate. His teammate's dropping back down the hards. So Scotty is now going to make a move on Kelvin. Ozzo Bozzo is sat there in 9th on the soft. So is he going to start? No, he's 10 seconds behind. So we are sat on board with Scotty, who is racing against Kelvin. And really justly, they're trying to find a place just to squeeze it past. Like he's got to make this go. If Scotty's going to do this, he's got to get past. He's got to get past soon.
Yep.
So Scotty's sending it
Instead of
down
being
the
stuck in this
outside
train.
of turn 1. No, it doesn't go there, but he's going to have another run at turn 2.
He's got him.
DRS
Great
wide
exit.
open. Better drive out the turn 2 there. Look, side by side. Going to, sorry, the turn 1. Now they're going to turn 2. And that ghosted hat is going to get right in their nerves. But it's going to give Scotty DRS. So that's going to help Scotty rather than Kelvin there. So that having that Haas place there was quite a good one for Scotty. So now Scotty's now on the back of Ruben, who's on 15 old lap mediums. Hamster is up in 3rd, and he is off down the road chasing Noodles. So you got Hamster on 3 lap old softs, Noodles on 8 lap old softs. 6 laps to go. I'm thinking by the end of the race, those softs are going to be horrible. So Hamster probably P2, maybe P1. 5 seconds.
Yeah,
P1,
Scotty should make light work of Ruben, who's on 15 lap old mediums.
Yeah, he's making a move there into turn 1. Comes down the inside. He will be slightly late on the brake, and there's a bit of contact. No, Ruben goes round. It's not what you want to see. Whether that's Scotty turning, like, not getting enough space, or Ruben turning in, you're not sure yet. And we see Kelvin go out.
I think in that case, Ruben should have just let him go. He's on faster tires. Ruben is on 16 lap old mediums.
Gone. Wait, that's a weird place for him to go. What happened there? What happened to Kelvin? Do you know? Did you see that pop up? He just pulled off.
No, I didn't see that.
So we are with. I think Ruben's got damage there. You just see Dalgi just go past Ruben. So that contact between Ruben and Scotty, whether it's gave wing damage to Ruben or it's just his 16 lap of mediums that he's struggling with. We saw Ozzy Bozzo struggling with mediums 16 laps, but then you saw two other drivers go 20 odd laps with him. So I'm going to switch back to penalties because this is what's going to do it. Where are the penalties to?
Yep, I was just looking at that, and the Stig is 15-second penalties.
15 seconds of penalties. So that will give Noodles the pole. In fact, that will drop Stig. Stig will drop to 5th at the moment.
Yeah, so Noodles just need to hold on within 15 seconds. So Stig, he doesn't even need to push him too hard. And he just needs to ensure that he finishes outside of 3 seconds of CDR Hamster, and that would give him the pole. So right now, Scotty, CDR Hamster, and Noodle looking like the podium sitters.
Yeah. So Kelvin got hit by a spinning car, which is why he's out. Thank you for the update there. But we're going to the last 3 laps now. So Grimjaw is hanging on at the moment 15 seconds with no penalties behind Stig. So at the moment, Grim will jump the Stig, but he is on those hard tyres. So you got Hamster 6 seconds behind, so he's 3 seconds behind Noodles with a 3-second penalty, so he's still 6 seconds. So yeah, it's going to be Noodles, Hamster, Scotty for P1, P2 and P3. Because there's no way in 3 laps Stig is going to pull out all that time on those drivers. So 8, 9, 10, 11. So Grim will not jump Hamster or Scotty if it stays like this. 18 seconds now for the Stig.
Wow.
The Stig is pushing this, so again, so Scotty just fell out the 15 seconds, but now it's back to 18 seconds, so he's got another 3 seconds.
As it stands, Stig will get 5th position. He'll drop right where Grimjaw is. Damn.
Yeah. So, but Hamster is gaining on Noodles, so Noodles is struggling now on his tyres. Yeah, Kelvin, you was on for potential podium. It's been quite a mad race at the moment. So Hamster he's got to gain on Noodles. He's then got to either hope that Noodles, which very unlikely will get a penalty, or he can gap. But he's got the gap down to 2 seconds on Noodles.
Yeah, so Carmen Arcade has 12-second penalties, but he does have the fastest lap. And it's the fastest lap by about 2 tenths.
Yeah, but if that drops him out the top 10, he will not get the point. Top 10 for fastest lap.
You are indeed right.
So, you know, with 12 seconds, if he is not out the top 10, he won't get the fastest lap. So we're watching Scotty chase down Hamster, as Hamster is chasing down Noodles. With 2 laps to go. This fight is not over yet, boys. I don't think we'll see. So, on the updated penalties, so Grim is almost 18 seconds, so it looks like the Stig will get 4th place. Unless Grim can do something, or the Stig gets another penalty. This is the thing. So, yeah, that's it. Grim is on 18 seconds behind the leader now, so the Stig will get 4th. So back to the action. So we're going to stick with Josh for the last few laps, because at the moment it's Josh being gained on whilst gaining. So let's see what can happen. It's now down. It's now down to almost a second between Josh and Hamster. Hamster is sorry, Noodles. Noodles is struggling with his 14 lap old mediums. Softs. Bruh. Arcade gets another penalty. So that's definitely him out the points, out the fastest lap. Oh wait, how many Jahu got?
Jahu has 6 seconds.
6, so ooh, that's pushing it.
Yeah, he needs
Sector
to
3
finish
going to
within 3
come out
seconds
Ruben
of the guy ahead
Ricard
of
from
him.
the race. Did not finish. Is that a crash? Won't bring out a safety car this lap in. As this is the last lap, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So we're going to see the stink drop right back, so you can see Noodles. So we're going to jump onto Noodles and we're going to see him cross the line to take pole position. Hamster, Josh second, Scotty third, Stig fourth. Go on to Grim. Grim's going to the line and he did! He took the Stig!
Oh, brilliant, brilliant. He would really have to be pushing in the last 2 sectors, because in
So
sector 1 at
good
the last lap,
McLaren, third and fourth.
he was over that 18-second window.
So there we go, and that is.
Yeah, but Grimjaw, he did a pretty good call, because when he pitted, he would have gone from third all the way to the back. But they said those hard guys were definitely betting that there would be no more safety cars, which was a huge bet given how races have been going for the season.
I think driver of the day, I think should be Josh. I mean, he started what 16th to get to second. I think that's a fantastic drive there. He kept it clean. It was some good overtakes from Josh. I mean, what do you feel? Who do you feel should get driver of the day?
I'll give it to Noodles.
So
I mean, Grimjaw did well too with his strategy. I'm not sure, can't recall where he started on the grid.
I know Josh started 16th. So Hamster started 16th. So he's so Noodle started 12th and ended up first.
Yeah, so
Josh
definitely Noodles getting he tried really there.
So Josh ended up 14th and ended up second. See, I'd give it to Josh. He's made up the most places. He had the most racing as well. I'm not sure. Jahu started 18th and ended up 7th. So he's another potential there. I think we'll make the decision between ourselves off air, so people don't know who we're going to think. So our kid there did keep 10th place with the fastest lap with a 1:05.2. So there we go. So our kid kept 10th place. He managed to do it. So he still gets the fastest lap.
Yeah, Scotty would have gone up by two places from his grid position. Also not a bad drive by Jehu to get 7th from 18th on the grid.
So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to turn off the stream a second. Thank you for joining us, and that's us out.